Hello everyone, this is just a dad. So this is a long anticipated video. This is going to be comparing my two top picks right now. The Dreame L20, retailing for $999, normally $1,200, but it is on sale. And the eufy brand new X10 Omni Pro, retailing for $800. This is going to be a really close competition, I think, because I love both of them. Okay, so let's see who wins. So right away, the Dreame L20 is a little bit bigger. Both of them have a clean water tank. This one, the Dreame, is bigger, and then the dirty water tank. Over here on the eufy, here's the clean water tank. You're going to fill it up, and the dirty water tank is around back. Here's the dustbin. This is going to empty out everything inside the vacuum inside here. And on the Dreame, it's over here. You got to unlock this, and there's its dust bag. So on this kitchen floor, we got some muddy paw prints. We got a bunch of dirt and debris on the floor. We're going to see how well they clean. Now, one thing about the Dreame L20 is it does have a solution bottle. So you put the solution right here. This is a concentrated solution. It's going to mix it with the fresh water to give you the proper inside the vacuum. Over here, you've got to add the solution to the clean water tank yourself. And I kind of like this little brush holder for cleaning out the dirty water tank. L20 also has controls up here that will work even if the robot isn't somewhere in the house. You can recall it right from the base station, which you can also tell the robot to exit the base station.
Leaving the base station.
It'll just come out here and park so you can do your maintenance inside. Okay, let's take a look at the base stations. This is where the mop pads are cleaned. Once in a while you are going to have to take this out and clean this, but it will put fresh water down here, rinse the mop pads, and then suck the dirty water out, and at the end of the job, it will dry the mop pads with hot air. Both of them will do the same thing. Now, the Dreame L20 can leave its mop pads at the base station. That's a pretty big deal. We also have this. Normally, they do stay attached to the robot, but as you can see, once in a while, you do have to clean out this area. It's where it's going to charge it, fill the robot with the proper water and solution, and empty them out. They both auto-empty into their dustbin. Okay, let's take a look at the robots themselves. They both have a sensor on the front, a camera. It can take a picture of the obstacle, and they both can avoid obstacles that are low to the ground or tall. Same with the Dreame. It'll take a picture of it and say, hey, there was an obstacle in front of me. It also has lights on the front. They both have that bumper technology also. But let's take a look. Here's the eufy dustbin. It's going to go around and vacuum everything, and then when it comes back to the dock station, it's going to auto-empty us. You do have a filter in here. You do have to clean once in a while. They both have LiDAR navigation. Let's take a look at the Dreame. There's its dustbin, a little bit different. Again, this one has a filter in there. It's going to have to be cleaned once in a while. It's around back, you can see. The filter is a little bit smaller on the Dreame L20. Okay, let's flip them over and take a look. Here's the eufy. There's its brush for vacuuming. Here's its mop pads. Once in a while, you do have to take them off and clean them, but this base station does a pretty good job of cleaning them, but you can put them in the laundry. It can raise and lower the mop pads only over here on the eufy. Over here on the L20, it does two things that the eufy won't do. It can move the mop pad out so it gets right next to the wall, and it can raise and lower them, which they both do, but it can also detach the mop pads and leave them at the base station. You can set this up so that it doesn't drag the mop pads on the carpet. You can, in the app, tell it to, anytime it's vacuuming carpet, go back to the base station and leave the mop pads. Now, they both will raise them up pretty high. Now, they both have a tank in the inside that's going to hold that water and solution, and they're going to spray a little bit of water and solution underneath the mop pad to get it nice and wet so that it will mop your floor. Now, the eufy does have one neat feature. It will spin the brush backwards, and there's this comb that will come out and grab the hairs off of it when it's spinning backwards. It does that right after it auto-empties. It spins the brush roller backwards for a little bit. Okay, so they both have a really nice app, and it does a good job of mapping your house. This is the eufy one. I think they both do a good job of that. You can put no-go zones to keep them out of certain areas. Here's, we can do rooms. We're going to do the kitchen. We can do custom mode. We can do fast, standard, or deep, vacuum and mop, vacuum only, or mop only. 2 times. We can do turbo. We could do max. We can do water level at high. Okay, so let's tell the eufy to start doing cleaning. Okay, so the eufy's both of them are gonna wash their mop pads first. Let's tell the Dreame. Now here's the DreameBot L20. We can see its map is very good also. It mapped really fast. I can do different rooms. Let's do a room. Let's do the kitchen. Let's do a custom, clean settings. I want vacuum and mop. Let's go a little bit higher suction, deep cleaning. Now I can do the same thing on the mop pad. Okay, we're gonna tell the Dreame to do the same thing. So the Dreame, I started it a little bit later, about 20 seconds later, so it's gonna wash its mop pads now. And both of them, it sounds about the same. They put water down and the mop pads will spin, and then you hear a pump sucking the water up. And sometimes we can see that water going into this dirty water tank here. Okay, so the eufy X10 is done. And now it's going to start mopping and cleaning. Yeah, there's the L20. There's that water being sucked into the dirty water tank. And so here's the X10. It's mopping and vacuuming at the same time. Yep, it's doing a good job with those muddy paw prints. Yep, puts down a lot of water. Okay, here comes the Dreame. It's going to undock itself and start cleaning and mopping too. Okay, so here comes the Dreame. Now it does have a side brush too. It just fell off the other day and I haven't put it back on. There it is, extending that mop pad. That's a pretty cool feature. Getting right up next to the wall. There's the eufy X10. It's doing a really good job of vacuuming. And the Dreame L20 is doing a good job. It should auto raise those mop pads when it senses carpet. Or I might have it on the setting where it'll come back. I might have the Dreame on the setting where it'll drop the mop pads off and go back and vacuum that area. Yeah, that's the setting I think I got the Dreame on. It's in the settings. All right, there's the eufy X10 going on the muddy paw prints. It did a pretty good job. I'm glad I got it on 2 passes. Now I got the eufy, it raises its mop pads when it gets on the carpet. And I can have the Dreame do the same thing. I just chose to put in the settings to remove, which will take a little bit longer. Again, there's the Dreame getting underneath there with that arm. You're going to extend that arm. Okay, so now the Dreame is mopping. Yep, it did really good on those muddy paw prints right there. All right. So it did smear it, but if you got it on 2 passes, I think it will get it. Wow, that's actually pretty good. Now here comes the eufy. I mean, it does just as good a job mopping also. As far as noise level, they both sound about the same. Yeah, I think they both clean about the same other than that arm extending. So here's the Dreame. It gives a live update of exactly where it's cleaned. It also gives you obstacles that it encountered. And it takes a picture of the, so it saw my shoes there. Yeah, those are my shoes. Now the eufy X10, this is its app. It gives you a live update of where it is on the map. And it did encounter a cord. And it took a picture of the cord. Yep, that's what it is. It looks like the eufy spins its mop pads a little faster. So between the two of them, they cleaned these muddy paw prints up really good. So there's the auto lift on the eufy. It can lift them up automatically. So can the Dreame. Yeah, the eufy cleaned up this carpet really good. I'll put some more stuff down on it and we'll see how the Dreame does on it too. Okay, so the eufy X10 is all done, heading back to the dock. It's gonna auto empty and clean the mop pads and then dry them. Both of them will blow hot air on it from 2 to 4 hours, depending on what you got it set. Here's the auto empty. Okay, so after the auto empty, it's going to turn that brush roller backwards. You'll hear it kind of working. And then it's going to wash the mop pads. Okay, so the Dreame is all done with its mopping. It's going to come back to the base station here in dock. All right. Now that clunk you heard, it removed the mop pads. There's like a magnet or something that pulls them down. Now it's going to go vacuum that carpeted area.
Mop pads removed.
And there they are. Now it's going to go vacuum. So I put some more dirt and debris on this. We'll see how it does. It ramps the suction up when it's on the carpet. Yep, it's doing a good job cleaning the carpet too. And look who's come for her treat. Okay, so now the Dreame L20 is all done. It's going to come back, reattach the mop pads. It's got to clean the mop pads and empty everything out of the dustbin. There, it reattached the mop pads.
Mop pads installed.
It must have some more cleaning to do, so it wanted to come back and mop just a little bit on the other side of the rug, but it did a good job cleaning the rug. Now it's going to back up, clean the mop, empty everything out of the dustbin, and then wash the mop pads.
Please clean the sensors. Start charging. Start auto empty.
Okay, here comes the auto empty. It is quieter than the eufy X10. Yeah, it's definitely quieter. And now it should wash the mop pads.
Start cleaning mop pads.
Okay, so we're not done with the video yet. We're gonna empty out the dirty water tanks. I wanna show you each dirty water tank. We're gonna come over here, do the carpet test. I got a cable on the ground. We got fake dog poop. We got a bunch of dirt and debris here in the carpet. We're gonna see how it does, how each one of them does over here. Now, cleaning wise, I thought they both do the same as far as cleaning. The eufy X10 might have cleaned this carpet a little bit better. Okay, so let's take, again, these are a little bit smaller. Let's go empty its dirty water out. Okay, this is the eufy. It has a lot of dirt in there, and you do have to rinse these out. They will start stinking after a while. Okay, so here's the Dreame. It's got a really big tank. But again, a lot of dirt and debris in there. We gotta make sure and wash these out. Okay, so the eufy X10, it's gonna travel to this room and start cleaning it. Now, my video before this, I compared the eufy X10 to the Narwhal. It was a pretty close call, but this one is pretty expensive. Okay, here it is, cleaning carpet. They both kind of struggle with that. Now, earlier in my test, it avoided the cable, it avoided the dog poop. It took a picture of both, and it has really good suction. I do think the eufy might have a little bit better cleaning power on carpet. I mean, and maybe on hardwood floors and that too. I think it is a little bit better cleaner. So over here on the Dreame, this is kind of bothering me a little bit. I know I installed it right, but it does leak a little bit. Look there. Now in my scoring, the Dreame did get a 91 and the eufy X10 got a 95, mainly because of price. This is down to $1,000 now, but it might go back up to $1,200. Now they do have an X30, but it's about $1,400. So I'll be comparing the eufy X10 to it, but the Dreame L20 and the X35 are pretty close to being the same. I have videos on those also. Yeah, the L20, I scored it a little low because I thought the filter in the dustbin was a little small. Now let's talk about customer service real quick. So I've been hearing some in the comments about the Dreame customer service, not the best. I've not had a problem with my Dreame yet, so I don't know. Now, I've not had any problems with the eufy, but I have contacted their customer service on about 3 or 4 other products. They are outstanding. Every contact I've had with them, it's always within the day or the next day. They're very kind, and they do a good job with their customer service. So the eufy does have really good customer service. I can't say anything about the Dreame because I haven't had any problems and I haven't had to contact them yet. So the Dreame raises its mop pads 10.5, but it can remove them. The eufy is 12 millimeters. That's really high, but it cannot remove them. The self-emptying was louder, 72. The Dreame is louder when it's vacuuming though. So a little bit different trade-off there. Okay, so I'm gonna tell the Dreame to go clean. It's gonna drop its mop pads off since it's gonna go do carpet. That's a pretty neat function. Okay, so I heard a clunk, and then it will pull out and start vacuuming. All right, it even tells you mop pads removed. Now, as far as the apps, I think they both are about the same. The Dreame might be a little bit more user-friendly, have a few more features, but I think they just work. I haven't had any problems with the apps on either one of these. Okay, so the eufy X10 is avoiding that cable. That's a pretty big deal, to be able to avoid a cable that is low to the ground. And it will take a picture of it. Now you can turn that capability off if you don't want it to take a picture of something. It'll still avoid it, it just won't take a picture of it. And now it's avoiding the dog poop. It works. I have not had it run over this fake dog poop yet. And it will take, and the eufy, what I like is, it sends you a notification, says, hey, I found dog poop and you may want to clean it up right away. It sends it, I saw it in the app. And I like that it stays well away from it. Now again, the eufy, it can only raise its mop pads, which I think it does a good job. You can have it do its vacuuming first and then mop so the mop pad's not wet. Okay, so here comes the Dreame. It's in a hurry. It's trying to play catch up. Now that's funny, it did run over that cable a little bit. Earlier tests it didn't. Here's the eufy app. Robot has avoided waste. Please clean up promptly. And there's the picture that it took. There's the picture. That's awesome. It even recognized that cable, and it took a picture of that cable. Okay, so the eufy is heading home. We're gonna see how the Dreame does now. Now it's avoiding that cable over there. The Dreame does a good job of avoiding cables like for lamps that are plugged into the wall. Okay, there goes the Dreame. I think it did avoid that cable this time. And I'm starting to get pop-ups on the screen. Obstacle. In the pictures, yeah, it's just a wheel. Obstacle there. Power cord, yep. Yep, there's, okay, so it did recognize the little iPhone cable. Yep, it's still avoiding it. And now it's avoiding the dog poop also. Yeah, it's staying well away from it. Now, the Dreame is really loud, right? I got it ramped up to its maximum suction. Normally it's not that loud. And it doesn't take long for it to start popping up. Pet feces. There's a picture of it. Okay, so the L20 is all done. I thought they both did a good job of cleaning carpet too. Okay, so which one's my favorite? I do like both of these. You know, the Dreame has not come, it's only $1,000 on sale. The eufy X10 is $800. That's the one to get. I like it. I think it's going to be my new favorite one. You know, I think it lifts the mop pads high enough. It's not going to be a problem on your carpet. I was all excited about the one that could drop its mop pads off, which is a pretty cool feature. Now the X35, I got a comparison with this and the X35. They just made it smaller and it's got a few more useful features. I think they fixed the auto dust collection too, where it was kind of leaking there. This one's doing a good job, but yeah, I'm not so sure about that. Maybe I need to change. It's not that old of a bag, but love the controls on top. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with either one of them, but I think the eufy X10 is probably going to be my new favorite one. So here's the question. I buy these with my own money. Would I spend $1,200 on the Dreame L20? Yes, I would. Would I spend $800 on the eufy X10? Yes, I would. Between the two, definitely gonna get the eufy probably, but you know, just maybe just because of customer service, and it is a little bit smaller looking. This one is awfully big looking. And for $1,200, you can get the Dyson 360. I've been doing reviews on this. It's okay. It does a good job, but it's $1,200, and you gotta empty it yourself. Okay, I got the Dreame L10S. That's the Q Revo. So Roborock's got a brand new Q Revo coming out. I don't have it yet. I buy it as soon as it comes out. That way I can give you the most honest review. Would I spend this amount of money on these robots? On the S8 Ultra? No. That's about a $1,200 vacuum on sale for $1,000. No, I would not buy that one. Q Revo, good one. Dreame L10S, yes. That's why I love buying my own vacuums. Now, Eureka did send that one to me for free. I wish I would have bought it overall, because then I can give you more of a, it is a good vacuum. I think there are some a little bit better out there. The Roborock Q5, I did buy all of these. That was very rare for me not to buy that. And I'm going to continue to buy my own vacuums. Lots of Tentacles here. Got the Sharks. I do like the Dreame Tech H12 Pro. Kenmore, I do love the new Kenmore. Roomba J5 or Q5, Roborock. Here's some older Sharks. Got the IQ and the AI. Look for comparisons. These are under $300 usually. Also got the brand new Ninja Frost Vault cooler. Now, the one that competes with these as far as obstacle avoidance are the Roombas with the J. They have a camera on the front and they will avoid cables on the ground and dog poop and take a picture of it. Here's the Shark Detect Pro. It's got the LiDAR navigation. It has a sensor on the front, but it doesn't avoid things low to the ground. So be sure and check out all my vacuum cleaner reviews. I like to keep the old ones. That way I can compare them to the new ones that just come out. I love to compare Shark, Ninja, Bissell. I'm even starting to get into Dyson, the Dyson Ball Animal 3. I've got some comparison videos on. So check me out over on Instagram. Look for my logo. If you could hit a follow, that really helps out my Instagram channel. I'm also on Facebook group page, Just a Dad Videos. I do free giveaways there. So again, really do appreciate everybody's support. I love giving the honest review. That way, would I spend this amount of money on these vacuums? I buy them with my own money. If you want to help me out, click on the links down below if you decide to purchase one. The product won't cost you anymore, but I will get a small commission from the sale. It is a way of supporting my channel. That way I can continue to buy these vacuum cleaners with my own money. And I just do kind of real world testing, what I think of it. Again, I really do appreciate everybody's support. If you want to see more vacuum cleaner, robot vacuum cleaner reviews and comparisons, hit the subscribe button. Again, I really do appreciate everybody's support. If you could, please like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.